are you today? I would like to discuss one topic with you guys, but first I need to talk about a visit that I had a couple of days ago. It's very short and odd. I think I woke up. I can't remember, but I want to say I woke up and rolled over. I don't know. But I looked toward my bedroom doorway and I noticed a couple, what looked like a couple, of entities in the doorway. Now keep in mind that I feel, but I'm not 100% sure, that the negative ones are in the doorway. I do know that the Red Devil Man can't go through the doorway, but there's been a couple will be there, and once I make eye contact with them, then they come in. So this one came in, and my first thought was, oh shit, what is that? I don't know what it was. It was tall and brown, and it walked like it had no control over its body and or maybe no bones, because it was flopping everywhere and it was coming toward me fast, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, what is that? And then suddenly I started coughing, and it turned around and went back out the doorway. And I remember sitting there thinking, where were you going? But I guess my coughing scared it, I don't know. But I will say it's the same coughing that will wake me up some nights, and I have often felt it is them waking me up, somehow making me cough, because when I wake up coughing like that, they're there. And that is only if I'm currently asleep. They don't do it when I'm awake. I haven't seen that again. Okay, now let's talk about Earth. I want to talk about Earth, shall we? Since I was a little girl, I have thought of this topic, and it is, is Earth flat? And something's always told me it is flat. But I will say this, if it's not flat, I can tell you that we do not spin. We don't spin. And I say that for many, many reasons. One is we're supposed to be spinning like thousands of miles per hour in a circle. Okay, now think about that for a minute. There's going to be a whirlwind around Earth, because let's just say this. If you have a rope and you're spinning it as fast as you can over pieces of paper or feathers over a table, or you're making it go in circles over the table and on top of the table, I had to correct that, is either feathers or little pieces of paper. And as you're spinning that rope, the air will come down and move that. And you don't even have to have a rope. You can take your hand and fan it, and it will move. So let's just say we are spinning so fast. Where's the wind? We don't have continuous wind. And on top of that, I don't think it would be healthy, if you want to say that, to be upside down in Australia. That totally does not make sense, because if you literally hang upside down, the blood goes to your head. And then I want to say this too. It is said that we hurl through the universe or galaxies, whichever, those confuse me. But we're hurling, just shooting through space and time. If we're really doing that, why are we not hitting other planets? Why aren't we hitting more meteorites and comets? Why is the Big Dipper and Little Dipper, Orion's Belt, why are they in the same spot every day, every single day? And the moon doesn't fly with us. That would be insane. To a planet and a moon shooting through, no, that doesn't happen. Let's talk about airplanes. We have to talk about airplanes. Now, I have asked many people, when you're in an airplane, you're looking out the window, do you actually see curvature? And they'll say yes. Well, actually, you don't. And I say this because I have flown many times, and I've looked out the window constantly because I love it. I've never seen curvature, and I'm not going to sit here and lie just to make myself look better, because if it was actually curved and I'm lying, I would look stupid, and that's a big fear of mine. And on top of that, let's just say Earth is round. How is it the water, the oceans and the seas and all that aren't going off of the planet, especially around Australia? How come that water is not falling off of the planet? That doesn't make sense either. Now back on the topic of airplanes. Let's just say we're spinning in actually one direction, because we don't stop and reverse. Let's just talk, you're going around the same direction. Now you're in the plane, and the plane goes a lot slower than Earth. You're approaching a runway, but yet Earth is spinning. I mean, really fast. How is that airplane catching up with the runway? That doesn't make sense either, because the airplane would have to go the same speed as Earth to go around and find that runway. Or it would have to go a lot faster or slower to catch up. I don't know how that would work. I can't put that in my head now. But if you think about it, there's no way that the airplane is going to catch up to a runway with the miles per hour difference. Okay, now that being said, imagine the airplane going the opposite direction of the way Earth is spinning. How is it going to catch up to that runway if the Earth is spinning that fast and we're going the opposite direction in a plane? You're not going to catch that runway, because you'd have to go tremendously slower or excruciatingly fast to catch up to that runway. That doesn't make sense either. Now, on top of that too, if the Earth was circular, an orb, an airplane was going to Australia. Once that airplane leaves the United States and it starts going down, how is it staying close to Earth? I can understand, you go up and you go down or straight, but you'd be nose diving down the side of Earth and then going upside down to land. That doesn't make sense either. Just think about it. Don't sit there and say, no, the Earth is flat. Do research first, because you may be surprised. If you think about all of what I just said, and you did some research and maybe even set up a model or something, and just don't be I want to say harsh, but that's not the word. Don't be so set on something that you're really unsure about. Because when we're raised and grow up in schools and listen to people talk about Earth is an orb, we tend to believe it, because we are thinking our whole lives, why would they lie to us? Well, they do. And sometimes the people that tell us don't know themselves. And I'm not the one that's going to sit here and say, no, you're lying. You don't know what you're talking about, because I do. I know what I'm talking about. You don't. That is not what I'm going to do, because I'm going to sit here and say, I am not 100% sure that the Earth is either flat or an orb. But I will say, I know I'm at least 50% right. So I'm not going to sit here and say, you need to believe me because I know everything. That's not me. But what puzzles me more than anything too is, if the Earth is spinning that fast, we should have continuous wind. I would also think that the air balloons wouldn't be able to float gently as they do, because if the Earth is spinning that fast, how are they going to catch up to their landing spot? Because they don't go like airplanes. We should have dust 24/7, because we have sand and dirt and debris and trash, but none of it is flying around because there's no wind. Now, on windy days, in which I don't know where these winds come from, things will fly around. no doubt that it does, but the earth is spinning the way it does. It should be throwing out whatever. And we also would be walking around in a sky full of debris if that was actually true about the earth spinning. I remember being little, and I think I was discussing this about how people live upside down in Australia, and the way things are just didn't make sense to me. And I was told then that the earth spins so fast that it sucks everybody to it. And then one day, if the earth ever stopped, everything would detach from earth and fly off in space. That's not true. That cannot be true. It doesn't make sense. Because if we're spinning in circular motion, how is people on Australia stuck to Earth? Because if we're spinning in this way, but the only people that would be attached is people in the middle of Earth, not the top or bottom. So that doesn't make sense either. But I'm very interested in what you have to say. If you wouldn't mind, comment below, because I'm open for that. I have bought the series of books, there's 3 of them, about flat earth, and it really fascinates me. And there's more out there, I should say, on Amazon about flat earth. I think I might buy those and see what they have to say. If you're also interested in these 3 books, I will. In the past, I kind of talked about the first 2. I didn't the 3rd one. But if you're interested in that, I will talk about all 3 of them on my videos again. I might do that one day. So I'm going to end this here. I hope you enjoyed this topic. I didn't just make this crap up just to be talking about it on my video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're well, and I'm going to send you all love, light, and peace. Bye.